Mayor Adams. Mayor Adams. Let's move over to New York, ladies and gentlemen. Mayor Eric Adams embattled Mayor Eric Adams every day. Could not imagine being the mayor of New York City. Could not imagine being the mayor of New York City. Is defending migrant arrests and stun guns. Defending it, gotta defend his city. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications.
We're going to begin with that reaction to that video that showed police using a stun gun on a migrant as he held his one-year-old son at a shelter.
The Immigration Coalition calls it troubling, but Mayor Adams is backing the actions of police.
Eyewitness News reporter Michelle Charlesworth in the newsroom with our lead story tonight. Michelle.
Well, the baby, let's first of all say, was not hurt. Appropriate and necessary action was taken by police, according to Mayor Adams. Keep in mind, we are showing you cell phone video obtained by the New York Times, but the mayor spoke with the police commissioner who saw this from body cameras worn by the responding officers. This is video obtained by the New York Times. This was Friday night around 10. Police responded to a call from a shelter in Jamaica regarding an intoxicated man threatening staff. He would not leave. At one point, the man was holding his one-year-old son. This is a picture obtained by the Times that seems to be the baby in a striped onesie. The man was ordered repeatedly to hand the child over to safety. He was dry stunned by police, which police say is more precise. Once that baby, who was unhurt, was out of his arms, he struggled with police officers before being taken into custody.
So wait a minute. I don't really understand the problem. He was using the baby as a hostage. He took his own baby in a onesie as a hostage. Wait. Hold on, wait. When did migrants start getting rights? Illegal migrants start getting rights over here in the United States of America. When that happened? We over here wrestling with people? When did we start negotiating with people that ain't even supposed to be here in the first place? Listen, if you can't get your lives together, this is what my speech was. If I'm Eric Adams, I'm going to come into the migrant shelter. Hey, what y'all doing over there? Stop dry humping her. What you doing? You smoking crack in the corner? Stop it. Now, I'm going to tell y'all this once, and I'm going to tell you one time only. We already feeding you. We already got to be a part of this Biden agenda to keep our borders open. You ain't supposed to be here in the first place. No. Say something. Say something again. ICE. Pay attention to her. If she say one more thing, you gone. What am I going to, Eric? Somewhere outside of this country, but you ain't going to be here. And I'm not giving you a bus ride. You going out on your head. Now, this is my speech if I'm Eric Adams. Now listen, I'm not about to be sitting here spending no extra money. We not putting no metal detectors. You come in here, you get in here, and you behave. You sit your monkey butt down and you pay attention. Who over there having babies? No, not on American soil. Get them out of here. ICE, get them out of here. So let me tell you something. If I hear one more complaint, and y'all not holding each other accountable, everybody go. Everybody got to go. You had your shot. You had your chance. You got to go. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I don't hear nobody complying. Do you understand what I'm saying? Oh, sorry, Mr. Eric, we won't speak English. Well, you had enough sense to say you Do you hear the words that's coming out of my mouth? Do you understand? Not going to be sitting here defending, going back and forth, negotiating with people that ain't supposed to be here. What are we talking about? What you doing over there in court? Why is she pregnant? If I see one more of y'all get pregnant, if it's one more pregnancy here trying to finesse the American system, you gone. You out. You out of here. You're not going to be sitting here trying to have American babies. No. Listen, I know what y'all think that this is, but this ain't that. This ain't no whorehouse.
This person was under the influence of alcohol, holding a child. Those officers had to get that child
Look,
from
he up here.
him so that
He
child
got to
was not
discuss
going to
this.
be endangered.
The mayor and police were
Look at
able to see a
this.
different view.
All of this is on body-worn camera.
Hey, stun everybody. Stun everybody. Everybody got to go. Everybody got to go. Whether you like it or not, you're going.
Those officers responded to a person who was dangerous, and he took appropriate actions. They wanted to get that child out of that gentleman's hand after warning him several times, asking him to turn over the child several times. He refused to. He was violent. He was volatile. They had to take that necessary action. And, based on our review, those officers took appropriate action.
I agree.
Again, the baby was not hurt. The man in the white shirt has been identified as 47-year-old Yanni Cordero, who's arrested and charged with resisting arrest, as well as other charges, including acting in a manner injurious to a child. Again, the baby's 1-year-old. His wife, 23-year-old Andrea Parra, also was arrested because she allegedly interfered. The couple was held for about 24 hours over the weekend. They are from Venezuela. They have 3 children total. They have been here since December. They have now been moved to a Brooklyn shelter over the weekend. Child Services took care.
Anybody see a problem here? Does anybody see a problem here? Am I the only person that's looking at this and saying, from Venezuela, 3 children, wife is evil, you evil, he coming in drunk? Does anybody see a problem here? Wait, listen. And then they gave them some new digs. They said, listen, you being real unruly over here in Jamaica. We gonna have to get you over here to Brooklyn. Brooklyn! Is anybody seeing this and saying, yo, we got a problem here and we probably shouldn't continue to bring these people over here? And they over here drunk and using their own babies as shields. We don't even know if that's their real name. We don't even know if that's their real name. We don't even know if that's his real wife. Where's they marriage papers at? What is happening here in the United States of America? Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, over in New York, they are cracking down on these ghost cars. Yeah.
A new multi-agency task force has been formed to crack down on these ghost cars. More than 6 vehicles were seized, hundreds of drivers given summonses. All this happened yesterday. Drivers often use fake plates to evade tolls, a problem that many fear will get only worse when congestion pricing begins in Manhattan. Eyewitness News reporter Sonia Ray-Cohen live at the RFK Bridge with our lead story tonight. Sonia.
Yeah, Bill, behind me are some of the cars that are left that were seized yesterday, that were taken off the road with this new task force on the job. This task force consists of city and state agencies, the NYPD, the Triborough Bridge and Tunnel Authority, the Port Authority, the New York City Sheriff, and others, all with an interest in making sure that people aren't driving ghost cars and in sending a message to the public not to think about it when congestion pricing hits.
I'm going to read that shortly.
We have been doing these operations locally for quite some time. Now we're joining a larger operation both on the state and city level.
In one sweep yesterday, the multi-agency operation here on the RFK Triborough Bridge and a couple of other locations issued nearly 300 summonses, made 8 arrests, and impounded 73 vehicles with phony or disguised plates. With congestion pricing on the way, the MTA is interested in making sure everyone's plates are legit and can be seen by the plate readers so that tolls are paid. But the NYPD is very interested in finding them too.
We're seeing the same photocopied fake plate used on different vehicles, fleeing the scenes of separate crimes.
Some of the most dangerous criminals in the city, they have various sets of plates in their vehicle, and they are changing them throughout the night. So this initiative is a proactive way of catching them.
Last year, obscured or phony plates cost the MTA $50 million. Today, in a show of cooperation, the heads of the city and state agencies looked at some of the vehicles just seized and called for legislation that would also allow them.
Oh, snaps. Where y'all get that from? Wait. Let me back that up.
Agencies looked at some of the vehicles just seized and called for legislation that would also allow them.
That's crazy. That is insane. Did y'all see how that flipped? Did y'all see how that plate flipped? That's crazy.
to seize some of the gadgets toll cheats use. For now, the agencies are putting their time and resources together to bust the owners of the untraceable ghost cars.
The Ghostbusters have arrived, right, Mayor? All right, you see.
Yeah. So basically what people are doing is, in order to avoid paying the tolls, what they do is they put all of these different mechanical devices, or they switch the plates out or whatever, and then they flip it over, and then they go through, and then they flip it back over, and that's crazy. I never, it's so tripped out seeing places with tolls. I know Chicago got tolls. Everywhere in Florida got a toll. And I racked up so many tolls in Florida. It was crazy. And in New York and them, they got tolls, but I've never got to experience the tolls because I don't drive in New York. Whenever I go to New York, I usually just catch an Uber or public transportation. So I heard that it's like a new surge pricing that's happened in New York. What do y'all know about that? It's like new surge pricing happened in New York. Is that a thing? Let me see something. Surge. Congestion pricing. I ain't know nothing about this. So I guess that this was implemented last year. New York is just taxing y'all. They is kicking y'all butt. Have y'all seen this? Congestion pricing? Passenger cars maybe began paying as much as $15 per pass. MTA to hold public hearings on congestion pricing. I don't know nothing about that. Let me see. New York City's plan to charge motorists driving into Manhattan's Central Business District inch forward as proposed. Oh, I did do that. I did check that out. Remember I did a whole review on this? Toll pricing. The agency which operates the city subways, buses, commuter rail trains is implementing congestion pricing tolling plans. Passenger cars with an easy pass will pay $15 during peak periods, while trucks pay $24 and $36 just to go into Manhattan. I didn't know it was that much. We'll bring in an additional $1 billion annually that the transit agency will borrow against to raise $15 billion for its $51 billion multi-year capital budget. That spending plan includes modernizing subway signals, extending the second half subway to 125th Street, adding escalators and elevators to make the system more accessible for everyone. Man, forget all of that, bro. Forget all of that, bro. I covered this, but I didn't remember that it was going to be that much money. That's insane. Jesus. Good God. Y'all getting absolutely destroyed out there. What? Let me ask y'all a question. With all of the better places to live, especially how a lot of these cities had evolved, a lot of people don't even understand how dope some of these cities are because you've never visited. Like, you can get small town pricing and big city feel and a lot of these other places that's not as expensive. And I know a lot of these places aren't as popular, but I visit them all the time. Like, I like to visit places that's off the beaten path, and they're not as visible, right? They're not New York, they're not Atlanta, they're not Chicago, it's not LA, it's not Miami, it's not going to be Houston per se, right? But when you visit a lot of these smaller cities, they have a small time feel. When you go to Raleigh, when you go to Milwaukee and those type of places, Cleveland is dope. A lot of people don't understand that there's some very, very non-expensive places that have a better feel. Charlotte, I heard, is pretty dope out in Charlotte. I heard it's a little bit expensive. But it's a lot of places that got some really, really great cities, and y'all just haven't visited them. It's y'all, and so everybody trying to go to the same cities. Like, spread out. Go and visit other places. Check it out. You can get way more bang for your buck. Property taxes is super cheap. The cost of living is down significantly. You can make way more money there, and you'll have a better experience. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. A lot of y'all ain't up on it, but it's some really, 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 really great places. San Antonio. I heard San Antonio, them girls down there like churros. But I heard that. Pittsburgh is my number 2 spot. Pittsburgh is one of the best cities ever. I love Pittsburgh. Man, I'm in love with Pittsburgh. I love going to visit Pittsburgh. It's such an awesome place to be.